So this is my first video. Guy and a grilled cheese. Let's get to it. Welcome to A Guy and a Grilled Cheese, a show where I make myself a grilled cheese and talk about stuff. So this is the very first Guy and a Grilled Cheese, but it's not actually my first attempt at a video. A couple weeks ago, I tried to make a how-to video. I was putting up a mirror on my daughter's bedroom door, right? So I set up the tripod, put my iPhone there. I was looking good, the light was great, and I realized that I was the one that needed the how-to video because I couldn't do it. I bought this double-sided tape that was made for mirrors, thinking that I would just tape the mirror to the wall. That's not how you do it. And the door, as most of you know, interior doors tend to be hollow, so you couldn't screw into it. So I was really at a loss, and I ended up going on YouTube and finding a good tutorial to put one up. I'm not the most handy guy, but I do learn. I'm okay on the uptake. So I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a sandwich. Now, there's really only one way to make a grilled cheese, and there's 4 basic ingredients. One of them being bread, self-explanatory, cheese, butter, and the last, but probably most important for a grilled cheese, is heat. I don't know if heat's an ingredient, but I'll throw that in there. Let me go ahead and turn the grill on. So, being my first video, I figured that I need to have stuff to talk about. So, in a weird way, I've been saying yes to a lot of things. And one of the things I did was I went to a psychic. Now, I'm pretty skeptical about that stuff. There's not much that I actually believe as far as a psychic would be concerned, but I had never been to a psychic, so I decided to go anyway. I had a tarot card reading. And in the tarot card reading, they told me that I was going to live until my mid-80s. All right. They said that I had married my true love. Okay. And that I was going to get a new car this year. Kind of weird. New car thing's pretty cool. But they didn't tell me anything that I kind of didn't already know. And quite frankly, they didn't tell me something that could be proved in any way. So these tarot cards said that I was going to live until my mid-80s, which my thinking is, well, if I'm going to live to my mid-80s, I can eat whatever the heck I want then, right? They also said something really interesting, which was I was going to experience an issue with drugs and alcohol. Now, I didn't want to make the liar of the lady, so I started drinking. Got to get the bread in. You hate it when the cheese sticks together. Now, a lot of people think that American cheese is like that, you know, the single stuff where, you know, they're individually wrapped in the plastic. That is not American cheese. You got to go to the deli and ask for American cheese. That stuff tastes great. I eat American cheese because I love my country. The other problem is when I make a grilled cheese, I tend to eat a lot of the cheese too. I don't know. Gotta cover it. So the psychic never actually convinced me that there was something other than a lady just telling me stuff about me that, quite frankly, I wanted to hear. And the stuff that she said that wasn't as pleasant, I guess you can say, there's no possible way to prove it. So she said I was gonna get a new car this year. Okay. She also said that there was going to be the drug and alcohol. Okay, how do you prove that? You know, I think everybody at some level will have some issue with drugs or alcohol, whether they deal with it themselves or a family member or a friend or someone they know. So I would say that as far as a psychic goes, I'm not convinced. Now, I went in pretty skeptical, and I came out pretty skeptical, and it was pretty much what I thought it would be. So here's the thing. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it was a lot of fun. So if you ever do decide to go to a psychic, I recommend going to a psychic. You don't have to believe, you don't have to take the person at their word, but just have a good time. It's kind of like paying for entertainment. That's really what it is. So I'm glad I went. I don't know that I'll go again, But maybe if I'm with a bunch of friends, I'd do it because it was kind of fun. I'll tell you what's not fun: selling cars. Now, I used to be a car salesman. Don't hold it against me. Ooh, that's looking good. The problem I had when I was a salesman wasn't actually selling the cars. It was the people constantly being rude to me and always thinking I was trying to rip them off. Sometimes I would actually get to help people get a vehicle, and sometimes people would just come in and there was nothing I can do, and of course I was to blame if I couldn't do it. I'll give you an example. I had a guy and a girl come in trying to buy a car, and they were the easiest customers I had. They were just so willing to say yes, which was great for someone like me who was trying to pay their rent. They had their other car repoed that day, and it was on their credit. They were trying to buy it before it showed up on their credit. The problem is that if you are not paying your bills to the point where your car is being repoed, your credit is already toast. Well, it looks like I'm about done here. So that's a guy and a grilled cheese. I really like doing it. This is pretty cool. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with your friends. Let them know about Guy and a Grilled Cheese. I'm going to be posting every week. This is my first show. My name's Johnny Rodriguez, and I'll see you next time. You see, I actually made a grilled cheese. I wasn't pretending.